My sister's death turned me into a wild, rebellious beast, the most powerful man on the continent. But I was trapped in a fog of childish rage, causing so much trouble that my own clan eventually shunned me. So I ran away from home and hid my name. I was a hopeless, stubborn brat with no power. But to find my sister's killer and atone for my sins, I first had to get stronger. Stronger than one man, stronger than 10,000. And in the end, that's exactly what I became. 2.5 years as a mercenary earned me fame, honor, and fortune. They called me the Mercenary King. I thought it was finally time to go home. But my family, the Param clan, was nothing but ruins. Luckily, that wasn't the end. After being beheaded by my family's enemies, I got a second chance at life. Looking at my reflection, I was shocked. He cut my head off. But it's still attached to my damn neck. Is this all a fucking illusion? I'm younger too. Did some mages capture me to use as a goddamn lab rat? Those arrogant bastards. They'll regret letting me live. Just then, a loud voice snapped me out of my thoughts. Young master, get out here, I know you're awake. This guy is Ricardo, a soldier from the Param clan. Before I even knew what was happening, I'd already flashed forward my sword at his throat. Answer my questions, and you live. Or don't. You young master, don't you think this is a bit much? No, it's not. What kind of reaction is that? He's the one being threatened. I asked again, what the hell are you talking about? You threw a fit earlier and then passed out. What I did that. Did you sleep it all off or something? You were pissed about having to lead the orc subjugation squad. Orcs. What I got angry. What nonsense are you spouting? Just pack your things, everyone's waiting. Pack my things. Where are we going, where? To the Param territory, of course. What? Say that again. Param. You mean the times, ruined times, Param territory. A little later, we arrived. Looking down from the high ground, it really was the Param territory. Why is it still standing? I saw it burn to the ground with my own eyes. Ricardo leaned in and whispered, did you have a nightmare or something? Calling your own clan ruined. If the Count heard, that you'd be kicked out for good. Am I dreaming? No, this feels too real. A younger face, an intact territory. Does this mean I've gone back in time? When I was young, I hated my family. My childish tantrums caused nothing but trouble. Eventually, everyone in the clan avoided me. I couldn't stand the criticism, so I ran away. A few years later, I became a mercenary. I survived countless battles, honed my skills, and made a name for myself. I returned to the Param County to atone for my mistakes, but by then, my family had already been turned to ash. I lost everything. But now, it's all still here, perfectly intact. Everyone I cared about is still here. It's unbelievable. I could almost sing for joy. But it's too soon to celebrate. He said, I'm heading out to subjugate orcs, right? Yeah, I could never forget this day. This is the day most of the squad gets wiped out. In my past life, I joined this expedition to try and prove myself. The report said there were only 3 orcs. As a commander with 0 experience, I thought it'd be an easy win. But when we got there, we found over 20 of them. Most of our men died because I was too stubborn to lead properly. We should have been able to crush them. Orcs don't use tactics. The problem is, why would they trust me? To them, I'm just a useless punk. As I was lost in thought, a spear flew past my head and slammed into the ground. The soldiers panicked, yelling, is that the orcs? The orcs are here. They're here already. Did they show up this fast last time? And just like that, the battle began. One by one, our men were slaughtered. Get into formation. Don't panic. Defensive formation. This man is Sovan, the expedition's commander. He charged toward the monsters. Ahead, a single orc sent 3 men flying with 1 arm. He thought, damn it, we let our guard down. We're completely unprepared for this ambush. There are way more of them than the report said. At this rate, we're all going to die. As he was thinking, a soldier screamed, Commander behind you. Just as Sovan was about to die, a figure blurred past. When he looked again, he saw me. I had shoved him out of the way. I charged the monster as it swung its axe down. Young master, I drew my sword back, ready to strike. The beast brought its sword down, but in the next instant, he split the monster's hand clean in 2. The sight left everyone outside stunned, seeing a piece of the beast severed. Its body crashed to the ground. Asterisk. Can't use mana, huh? Wish I'd gotten back sooner. Asterisk. You're the commander, aren't you? The young master held out his hand. Give it to me, Ghislain said. Baffled, Skovan asked. Give you what? Command. Give me command. Asterisk. What command times, Skovan thought. Asterisk. I knew this kid was a fucking idiot. Asterisk. Asterisk. Demanding command, while my men's lives are on the line. Asterisk. After a moment of hesitation, Skovan turned away. No. What, you think this is a game? I don't care if you're the young master. I can't just hand over command like that. Asterisk. This is a pain in the ass times Gislin thought. Asterisk. Though, I'd probably do the same. Asterisk. Asterisk. If some random moron showed up demanding my authority. Asterisk. He saw the monster charging toward them. Ignoring the danger, Skovan zipped in front of him, yelling, "Get back, I'll handle this. You're too inexperienced to lead these men." Then I have no choice. Just as Gislin spoke, he hurled his sword. Skovan flinched, leaning to the side. What the hell do you think you're doing? Just then, a sound from behind made Skovan break out in a cold sweat. Asterisk. What was that times? He looked back. The sword Gislin had thrown was buried deep in the monster's head. The beast died instantly. Skovan couldn't believe it. Asterisk. How did he hit its weak spot? Times. Gislin spoke again. Skovan, right. In a fight, do you know? What's the most important thing? If your troops are scared, you've already lost. You need momentum. With that, Gislin pulled his sword free, leaving the commander behind. He leaped towards the next monster, cutting it down in a single blow, stunning the nearby soldiers. Even Skovan was floored. Bring it on, you damn orcs. I'll kill every last one of you. Again, Gislin charged forward. Using his agility, he sliced through the monsters' bodies with ease. Skovan thought to himself, asterisk, am I dreaming? I can use mana, and I was useless. How can a frail kid like him, asterisk, do all this? I can tell he's exhausted. And yet he's using the most minimal movements. Asterisk, to dodge attacks and strike their weak spots with perfect swordsmanship. Asterisk, it's like watching a sword master without aura. No, even greater than that. Asterisk, is this it? I haven't even broken a sweat. You call yourselves warriors pathetic. A soldier shouted. They're all chasing the young master. Is he running away? From the back, Ricardo yelled in a panic. Commander Skovan times, what the hell is he thinking? Asterisk. Charging in to draw their attention was one thing, but now he's running, and toward the cliff's edge. Asterisk. Wait, the cliff's edge times. After a moment, a cold sweat ran down Skovan's back. No, don't tell me. He immediately spun around. He roared at his men. Soldiers' shield wall were following him. Meanwhile, the bloodthirsty orcs chased Gislin down. Asterisk, Skovan, you must have figured it out, times Gislin thought. Asterisk, if you're any kind of commander, you did. I'd rather kill them all myself, but this damn body can't handle it. Asterisk. Still, this should be well within your abilities. Asterisk, as the monsters mindlessly pursued Gislin. A noise from the side made them turn. Skovan's soldiers were setting up a perfect defensive line. Seeing this, Gislin smirked. Perfect. And with that, he casually leaped off the cliff. As he fell, he roared, now all soldiers, push them off the cliff. In the next instant, the monsters had no time to react. Giving it their all, the soldiers successfully shoved the horde off the cliff's edge. Their bodies crashed below, smashed to pieces. The men cheered. We did it. We killed all the orcs. Skovan rushed to the edge, frantically calling for the young master. He looked down and saw Gislin. His sword was plunged into the cliff face, and he was smirking. Seeing this, Skovan was stunned, then let out a sigh of relief. Here, grab my hand, I can't. I hold on much longer. Hearing that the men screamed in terror, young master. A moment later, in the darkness, a voice called out, brother. Gislin slowly opened his eyes, surprised. Elena, why is mom gone? Thank you, brother. What's wrong with you? You're the absolute worst. Asterisk. Is this my memory of Elena? Asterisk. As he drifted through these memory fragments, a hand suddenly grabbed his arm. Brother, let's go together. When Gislin opened his eyes again, he was in an unfamiliar place. Asterisk, I'm alive, times he thought. Asterisk, looks like they managed to save me. Asterisk. Was it a dream? Times. As he sat up, a sharp pain shot through his body. My whole body is screaming, fucking hurts. The price for pushing myself to the limit. Tisk. At least I'm alive. Just then, a voice came from the doorway. Young master, you're awake. Belinda, do you have any idea how worried I was? I told you so. You should have let the soldiers deal with those damn orcs. As Belinda scolded him, Gislin ignored the searing pain and rushed to hug her. Sir, what are you doing? She asked, startled. Did I do something wrong? Gislin replied. No, I'm just glad to see you again. From his memories, he recalled his private tutor, Belinda. She was always by my side ever since I was a kid, no matter what stupid shit I pulled. But after my clan was burned to the ground and she disappeared, I never saw her again. I never thought I'd see her like this. Belinda continued. We see each other every day. Why are you so happy? I have to tell her the truth. Pushing her back, Gislin said, listen carefully. A great disaster is coming to Barum. Belinda replied. Huh, what are you talking about? The truth is, I died and came back. Right. Those orcs nearly killed you. What? No, that's not what I meant, Ghislaine protested. Belinda shot back. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've already caused for Barum? If you keep pulling stunts like this, you'll end up in prison. This only happened because you were playing commander. Do you have any idea how worried I was? If you only knew. She doesn't believe me. This is useless. Honestly, what are we going to do if you're still injured for the festival? The festival? Have you forgotten? Lady Elena has been dying to go with you. This is the perfect chance for you two to get closer. He thought to himself. That's right, there's always a festival around this time of year. In my past life, I never got to enjoy it because of what happened. How long until the festival? Let's see. The festival is next week, so you have about a week to recover. 1 week, Ghislaine thought. The day my entire life went to hell. Just then, another voice came from the door. Brother, are you in there? That memory. It never stops haunting me. Come with me, she'd said. In 1 week, Elena will be dead. He rushed forward and pulled her into an embrace, startling Belinda. What's gotten into you? What is this? I missed you, he said. Let go, you're creeping me out. Ghislaine thought, damn, she's strong for a kid. Was she always this powerful? Elena snapped. Belinda told me you were here. What kind of game are you playing? You think this makes everything okay? What? Make what okay? Ghislaine asked, confused. You told me to get lost because I'm annoying. That just seeing me breathe pisses you off. Have you already forgotten I really said that? I wasn't close with Elena back then. I was such an asshole. Ashamed, Ghislaine scratched his head and looked away. I'm sorry. Did he just apologize? Elena whispered. I heard you got attacked by orcs. Did you hit your head or something? At that, Ghislaine's expression hardened. No, I'm fine. Why does everyone keep saying I was attacked? The moment he said that, waves of pain shot through him. Yeah, right. Your times totally times fine, Elena scoffed. And then he passed out again. Seeing the two of them laughing, Ghislaine felt a wave of relief. They're exactly as I remember them. Why did my past self waste so much time on pointless bullshit? For next week's festival, I refused to go with Elena. I was pissed off about taking the fall for the punitive squad. That was the last time I ever saw her alive. Her body was found later, torn to shreds along with her guards. I should have been there with her. From outside, a voice called, May we enter? There you are, Lady Elena. The one on the right is Guard Yama, and the other is Guard Philip. What is it? Elena said sharply. I told you to wait outside. The guard replied, Apologies, my lady, but a servant asked you to oversee the festival preparations. Why? Ask Elena, Ghislaine grumbled. You really don't know, young master. Because you're off screwing around all day, Belinda said. I can't believe Barum is so short-staffed that a noble lady has to work. I'm heading out. Take care, Elena said. Are we really that short on people? Then again, I didn't give a damn back then, so of course I wouldn't know. I'll help, Ghislaine declared. At his words, Elena and her guards just stared, completely shocked. He wants to help. Did he really hit his head hard? A little later at the festival grounds, Ghislaine yelled, I said I'm here to help. Elena shot back, just go away. You're creeping everyone out just by being here. Is this how you treat someone who's offering to help? He asked. Elena replied, the best way you can help is by staying put and not causing any trouble. Ghislaine thought Elena's body was found in the slums, far from the main festival grounds. Someone must have lured or dragged her there. To stop that from happening, I need to know everyone who enters and leaves the city. Just then, a man came running towards them, shouting in a panic, Young master. Hearing the voice, Ghislaine turned. Forrest. Are you all right, sir? Thank the gods. Your humble servant Forrest rushed here the moment I heard about the orc attack. Ghislaine shot back. Can we just drop it? Elena chimed in. Perfect timing, old man. He's been acting strange ever since he woke up. Please take him to his room, Fergus replied. As you wish. Ghislaine thought, this old geezer is getting in my way again. No choice. I'll get a clearer picture of things next week. Old man, there's an abandoned training ground in the city, right? Take me there. Yes, the training ground. Why? To train. The old man flinched, then led Ghislaine to the place. Seeing it, Ghislaine's eyes widened in confusion. What the hell? This is way better than I expected. This place is perfect for my training. I never saw anything like this when I was a mercenary. We've kept it maintained, just in case you ever needed it, my lord. I was sure you would come here one day. He was the same in my past life, so that's how it was. Ghislaine then said, I need to live a long life, you damn old man. Feels like shit. Well, you're acting as if you've already died once. Sharp one, aren't you? I did die, and I came back. I thought you were joking. That's enough, young master. Anyway, you can head back now. I'm starting my training, old man. I will wait outside. I always treated everyone like an enemy. I was so damn shallow back then. 1 week, huh? Back then, the neighboring lord was the one behind Elena's death. Because of it, Podium went to war and fell to ruin. Elena's death was the trigger for our family's downfall. That means I have to fix it from the start. First, I need to get stronger. Problem is, I don't have much time. But at a bare minimum, I need to get my mana under control. Mana is an extraordinary energy that lets people shatter their limits. Everyone says sensing mana is the hardest part. But I mastered that on the battlefield long ago. I need to connect with the mana particles in the air and circulate them into a core. For a guy like me who's been through thousands, no tens of thousands of battles, creating a mana core is a piece of cake. But if that was all, I couldn't have become one of the 7 strongest. Using the method from that grimoire I found, I can create 2, maybe even 3 cores. Linking the cores together creates an explosive surge of power. As he focused mana, particles flooded his body, and Ghislain couldn't stop himself from coughing up blood. 3 is my limit for now, even though I managed to create 5 in the past. This technique lets you generate explosive power, but it burns through a massive amount of mana. It's the reason I lost to Yidun in my past life. He attacked with his knights right when my mana ran out. If it had been a fair fight, I would have won. It's an unstable technique, but for now, it'll have to do. I'm young, and I have time. This time, I will defeat Yidun, and especially that bastard from the Delf family who destroyed our home. I will kill every last one of them. A week later, on the day of the festival, Ghislain geared up, strapping his weapons to his belt. His expression hardened as he stepped outside. Seeing him, a confused Elena asked, "Whoa, you actually came, what's going on? You never do stuff like this." Ghislain replied, "Well, as a citizen of Podium, I should at least show up. You're acting really weird. I heard you've been training all week. Is it so wrong for the heir of a knightly house to train? You never gave a damn about it before? You were the one calling Dad a pain, wishing you were Lord already. Still, I like this, hee. It's like the old you is back." Hearing that, Ghislain's gaze grew distant. He thought, "I've figured some things out this past week. Because my actions have changed how people see me, and the future itself has started to shift." In the distance, Belinda instructed the guards, "You two make sure the young master stays out of trouble. We can't have any incidents, especially with all these guests." The guards replied, "Don't worry, you can count on us." Major events seem to be on track, but it's hard to gauge my impact on the smaller details. I have to use my knowledge of the future perfectly. I need to handle every situation that comes up in the most efficient way. The preparations are complete. A while later, Elena was cheerfully dragging Ghislain all over the festival. "Ah, this is fun, but it's kinda boring. Same as every year." "Isn't there anything new this year?" Ghislain thought. "The festival's almost over, but nothing's happened. Is it because I stayed with Elena?" Just then, a voice spoke up. "Would you like to check out another spot? Our friend told us there's a new event being held over there. How about it?" Elena replied, "Really? That sounds fun. So it's you." Elena's escort knights and the traitors to our house, Yama and Philip. They were supposed to be the most trustworthy knights, having protected Elena since she was a little girl. In my past life, they died protecting Elena. So it was you two all along, traitors to our house. We're here. Looking at the empty, deserted area, a disappointed Elena glanced around. There's nothing here. Are you sure there's a show in a filthy place like this?" A guard answered. Maybe they just haven't finished setting up. People will be here soon." Elena shot back. "Don't be ridiculous. Who would want to perform in a dump like this?" "Just as I thought. Looks like a quiet street. But every escape route is blocked off. They were waiting for us." Lost in thought, Ghislain felt Elena grab his arm, pulling him along. "Come on," the guard chimed in. "My lady, since you're here, why not stay for the show?" "No thanks. I'm not interested in a show here." Ghislain cut in. "Have you been working out? Damn, that's a strong grip." Suddenly, Elena ran into the guard, blocking their path. "Please wait a bit longer, my lady." "Philip, what the hell is wrong with you guys? What's gotten into you?" "Whoa, now didn't mean to frighten you. Someone just has a reasonable request." "What kind of request?" Footsteps echoed in the distance. When they turned, a mysterious group was closing in. "As expected, you handled this cleanly." The man in charge was Frank. "Of course, we brought the girl just as we promised. Let's finish the deal." "Huh, isn't that the eldest son of the Perum family? I don't recall asking for him. Consider him a freebie." The fool tagged along. Not realizing he was walking straight into his own grave, Ghislain cut in Yama. "You sold us out. You really think you can get away with this? You should be worrying about yourself. We'll just take the money and disappear. We're sick and tired of this shithole land. All we do is get pushed around by savages. I bet tons of people want to ditch Perum, not just us." The second the words left his mouth, Ghislain moved in a blur. A single slash tore across the traitor's body. Everyone froze their eyes wide with disbelief. But at least they'd never sell out their own right, you pathetic fool, Yama, a knight beaten by an amateur. The other guard reached for his sword, but it was too late. Ghislain had already thrown his piercing the man's skull. No, impossible. With a thud, his body hit the dirt. Watching the scene unfold, one of the mysterious men spoke up. Is that really the Param heir? I heard he had 0 combat experience. Not even basic training. Your assessment of his appearance wasn't wrong, Mr. Frank, but even with their guard down, he just instantly killed 2 knights. Using a mana-infused attack, no less. Brother, what's going on? Hearing her voice, Ghislain said nothing. Instead, he chopped the back of her neck, knocking her out cold. Rest for now. The man beside him cut in. Thanks for taking out the trash for us, son of Parum. You're nothing, like the rumors said. We were about to deal with them ourselves. Have you been hiding your real skills all this time? What's it to you, Ghislain thought. 3 of them, huh? The 2 on the sides are worthless, but the one in the middle is radiating mana. On a whole other level, I need to end this and fast, Ghislain spoke aloud. Let me ask you something. Who's your client because? Frank shot back. Why would a dead man need to know that I know you won't talk easily? That's fine. You'll be begging to spill everything soon enough. One of his men asked. Want me to take his head? Frank replied. No. Take him alive. Break all 4 of his limbs. Leave him able to do nothing but scream in madness. He must suffer. Only then will he be truly beautiful. Yes, boss. As the 2 men charged, Ghislain's eyes went cold. He pulled out the weapon he'd brought with him. In the next instant, he hurled it towards them. The hell? Is that a firecracker? Just as the henchman was distracted, Ghislain flash-stepped, ramming his sword straight through the man's head. The other guy saw his chance. He ducked to the side and lunged with a slash. But Ghislain was faster, spinning to parry the blow. He twisted his arm, locking the man's blade and ripping the weapon from his grasp. In the same motion, Ghislain's own sword cleaved the man's head in 2. Just then, a sound cut through the air behind him. The leader, Frank, had teleported for a sneak attack. But once again, Ghislain's blade met the attack perfectly. Frank was stunned. He blocked that from such an awkward angle. That was a perfect blindside attack. In the next second, Ghislain transitioned his block into a counter. A clean slash aimed right for Frank's neck. A deep gash appeared, but Frank was unfazed, instantly striking back. Impressive. Without my mana shield, my head would be rolling on the floor. Ghislain thought, how the hell did he survive a direct hit to the neck? Did he focus mana around his throat to absorb the damage? I don't know where a kid like you learned such a bizarre sword style. But you can't beat me with that pathetic trickle of mana. You're going to die, right here. In response, Ghislain just smirked, completely unfazed. He's smiling. Then he shifted his stance. He plunged his sword into the ground for leverage and launched a brutal kick straight to Frank's face, sending him flying. Didn't I tell you, that paltry mana of yours is use? Before Frank could finish, he suddenly coughed up a mouthful of blood. He thought, what the fuck just happened? The force behind that kick was on another level. It couldn't have broken through. He broke through my reinforcement with just that skill. Ghislain adds, I never thought there was a real culprit behind Elena's death. So it was you. Prepare yourself. Third core release. What? How can you amplify your mana that much? Ghislain lunged forward like a wild beast. He's too damn fast. With every slash, Frank struggled just to parry. Then he swung his sword back, unleashing a devastating blow against the old man's body. He thinks, impossible. I'm trembling just from blocking his attack. There's a limit to how much mana you can draw. I've never heard of a method to max out mana like this. It's like he's become a completely different person. After a brief clash, his sword shatters, and Ghislain cuts a deep gash across his body. Without stopping, Ghislain stabs him in the stomach, forcing him to spit up a mouthful of blood. He pins him down and interrogates him. Should we finish our conversation? Who ordered you to do this? Frank thinks I'm not going down this easy. At least I'll drag that podium bitch to hell with me. Die. Just as he tries to act, red threads appear from nowhere, locking his arm in place. Let's make a deal. Don't try anything stupid. Answer my question and I'll pull out the sword. Frank thinks, are these threads made of mana? I can't move. When did he make these? Recalling a memory, Ghislain continues, someone of your caliber can surely heal themselves. But what if I destroy your mana core? Hearing this, the old man freezes. What Ghislain then twists the sword, making him scream in agony. Frank thinks, my mana, it's scattering. He yells, are you insane? One slip up and the mana backlash will blow this whole area to hell. You trying to kill yourself. Only a skillless amateur would mess that up. I can handle it. He thinks, this bastard isn't bluffing. I'm going to die. He stops thinking and screams, it was Count Desm. He's the one who ordered it. He said he needed a pretext to start a war with House Parum and House Degas. Is that so? Ghislain thinks, so it was Desm. In my past life, this kind of dirty work was given to houses allied with the Duke Delfin. You think you could orchestrate this without a powerful backer? Ghislaine continues, so that's why you wanted to kill Elena. The old man replies, yes, yes. The moment he speaks, Ghislaine shoves the blade straight through Frank's gut. You. What are you doing? This isn't what you promised. And you've slaughtered countless people, yet you're afraid of being killed. Hearing this, old Frank laughs maniacally. Killing me won't change a thing. I've already finished my business with the Degas family. You think anyone will believe a nobody like you? They're doomed to die in war. Ghislaine replies, let me tell you something. I've been reborn after death. So this time things will be different. As he finishes speaking, Ghislaine activates his mana hand. Instantly, a beacon of light shoots into the sky and explodes like a firework. Below, the old man's body has been blown to pieces. Seeing the corpses scattered across the ground, Ghislaine's gaze turns in another direction, and he glances at Elena. At that moment, he drops his sword and coughs up a mouthful of fresh blood. Damn it, when I was the Mercenary King, blowing 3 cores was nothing. I won't collapse over this. Running at full speed to another room, Ghislaine kicks the door down and storms inside. In his past life, they found another body here, next to Elena. According to what that bastard said, it was the son of House Degas, likely killed along with his escort knights. So this is how they silenced them and framed them for Elena's murder. Once this gets out, war will break out. I have to erase the evidence. I won't let things go your way. Watching Ghislaine from a corner, a mysterious figure vanishes. The scene changes. It was a failure. We sent Frank and the knights the best we had. You couldn't even handle one little girl. Did you let your guard down because you thought it was an easy job? Flustered, the man replies, it was because of Ghislaine Podium. Ghislaine, that useless brat from the north. You know damn well Ghislaine is a worthless piece of trash. Are you using him as an excuse? He was completely different from the rumors and our intel. A flashback replays the images of Ghislaine's fight. Every move Ghislaine made, completely overwhelmed and slaughtered his opponents. The man continues, it was like he became a different person. But we've already dealt with the Degas family, so you don't need to worry about starting the territorial war. Please just give me one more chance. Hearing this, another voice roars, shut up, you couldn't even gather proper intel on a single kid. Do you have any idea what a setback this is? You failed a simple mission, and you're asking for another chance. Get rid of him. At that moment, a new voice cuts in, so noisy. What kind of chance do you want? I will eliminate Ghislaine Podium. The man asks, how I will arrange a duel naturally. Thought of someone. He asked who. He answered, his name is Canless. He's famous for his pure brute force swordsmanship. Despite his youth, he's a symbol of strength. I can say with confidence that no one in the north can match his power. Furthermore, Can is related to Ghislaine, so there's no need to force a meeting. Hearing this, everyone in the meeting was stunned into silence. If you fail again, there won't be a next time. He replied, I will not disappoint you. Podium City, the training grounds. Excuse me, young master, it's time for your meal. Just as he stepped inside, an orb came flying out of nowhere. It shot straight for the sword at Fergus's side. The next second, Ghislaine controlled a thread and snatched the sword. Alright, that's enough. Oh, Mr. Fergus, my apologies. You were so focused on your training. That move just now. How did you do that? It's just mana. Using mana like a thread. Ghislaine thought times. In my past life, I used this all the time. Asterisk. But at my current skill level, I'd have to detonate my core to use it like before. I'm just too low on mana. Asterisk. But if I only create a single thread to conserve energy, I can still pull it off, even with my low reserves. Asterisk. Fergus chimed in, I've trained with mana for a long time, but I've never seen anything like this. Fergus thought times. Just a few days ago, he couldn't even use mana. Asterisk. How could he come up with an idea like this, just by training alone? Times. Ghislaine asked, what do you want? Fergus replied, I actually just came to talk to you about something. What is it? Thank you for protecting the young lady. You're thanking me. It was my duty. Let's go eat. A few days passed. The festival had been suspended. It's because an escort knight was plotting to sell the young lady. Everyone thinks I'm lying when I say you saved me. You should say something to them. Ghislaine replied, it's fine. They wouldn't believe it anyway. Furious, Belinda chimed in. It was Yama and Philip who betrayed you, wasn't it? Those fucking bastards. I knew they were creeps. Elena replied, ha, Belinda. Ghislaine thought times Elena is still alive. I managed to prevent the war from breaking out. But they definitely won't give up. I can't keep stopping them by myself. Asterisk. I need to build an army. Asterisk. Excuse me. Asterisk. I'll have to learn more about politics to make that happen. Asterisk. Seeing the food neatly arranged on the table, Ghislaine's expression changed. He immediately turned to Belinda. Belinda, why are we having dessert first? Dessert? How did you know? At that moment, a loud voice shouted into the room, "Pay for the damages you caused by canceling the festival. Compensation, compensation, compensation. Get out here. You people are rolling in money, aren't you? Please calm down. What the hell is going on? I knew this would happen. You see, our district has many merchants who make their living off the festival's profits. And last year was already a good year for them. So since the festival was cancelled after just one day, it's understandable they're pissed. Is the district situation that bad? Ghislaine thought times. This is bad. They'll only get more outraged if I don't do something. Asterisk. Ghislaine spoke up, Mr. Fergus, what are the guards doing? Send them down to calm the crowd. We don't have any guards. What most were deployed to the monster forest to rebuild after the orc raid. He thought times. Damn it, they're all out there. This region is basically in a constant state of war because of the barbarians in the north. Asterisk. The monster forest, the fortress region north of Podium. On top of that, it's a forest where monsters can appear at any moment. Asterisk. No money, no soldiers. What a fucking mess. Asterisk. Done thinking, Ghislaine walked over and pulled Belinda aside. Belinda, come talk to me. You're the one who manages my money, right? Use it to appease the merchants. There's no money left, Ghislaine asked. Huh, why not? Belinda replied. Don't you remember? The count cut off your allowance. Because you spend money like water. Ghislaine thought times. Wait a second. So I don't have a single coin to my name, asterisk. Completely broke. Give me some cash. Heh, I don't have any. Damn it, no money, no soldiers. What the hell do I have? He thought times. Without money I can't do anything. Even with my knowledge of the future, it's useless. Asterisk. Asterisk, I need to get my hands on some money first. Is there a way? Isn't there something at the estate times? Just then, someone burst in from outside, shouting, Young Master. Ricardo. What's the rush? There's trouble, sir. Young Master Can wants to see you. With a blank look, a confused Ghislaine asked, Can? The scene changes. Vicious punches slam into Scovan's gut, one after another, leaving a mark on his chest. Just then, Ghislaine arrived on the scene. Scovan stammered, Young Master, why? Seeing this, Ghislaine stood frozen, his face like ice. The person beside him spoke up. Well. The main character finally shows up. Hey there, Ghislaine. After a moment of thought, he said to himself times, I remember this face. The heir of House loses, an ally of mine. Can loses, asterisk. Back then, he was my only friend. And also my enemy. Asterisk. Step by step, Can backed away. Seeing this, Ghislaine asked Ricardo, What's going on here? Ah, sir, you can see for yourself. We received a report about a disturbance at the tavern and, knowing Can was there with his escort knights, he spotted us and asked if the rumors about young Master Ghislaine were true. So Commander Scovan started explaining the rumor in detail to him. Just then, Can's hand shot out to clamp Scovan's mouth shut. You dare lie in front of an heir of L. So that's what happened. Can added, Hey, if you're gonna run your mouth, get it right. He said that you, someone who's never trained, took down an orc barehanded and even handled those traitorous knights yourself. So I gave the old man a little wake-up call to bring him back to reality. This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't lied in the first place. I thought times, yeah, that's exactly who he is, asterisk. He always treats me like I'm his damn errand boy. Every time he comes to Param, he stirs up trouble. Even when he caused such a mess, no one dared to say a word, because I was his subordinate. No one dared to disrespect Can. Unlike me, who was always insecure and full of self-pity, his confidence and brash attitude were praised as qualities befitting an heir, and because of that, I was criticized even more. Looking over at where Ghislaine stood, Can smirked to himself. Asterisk. Look at this guy. Asterisk. Normally he would have attacked me after that much provocation. A while ago at the Loris estate. What kill Ghislaine? If you complete this mission, the higher-ups will support House Loris. Taking out a brat like him won't be hard. But Ghislaine is an heir too. Why would I take his life? We can lure him into a duel. Make it look like an unfortunate accident. It'll just look like a normal dispute between heirs. I'll accompany you disguised as an escort knight to manage the situation so you don't have to worry. This is a rare opportunity for you. Asterisk. I have to kill my own cousin, times Ghislaine. Let's get going. Asterisk. They want to get rid of him because something's changed. If that's the case, asterisk, can cut in. Hey, what are you doing? What's wrong? You just gonna stand there? Now that you're here, you should bring me what you've prepared, right? Ghislaine replied. Prepared what? I heard the festival was postponed, right? Let's stir things up and have ourselves a good time. We're on the same page when it comes to stuff like this, aren't we? Am I wrong, pal? Are you talking about times that... Times I thought times. That's right. This guy always makes me prepare booze and women. Asterisk. Every time he came here, I caved to his demands to avoid a beating. But that's not happening anymore. I had to waste so much of my precious money on him. A memory flashed back. Have you forgotten that your father cut off your allowance for wasting too much money? At that moment, Ghislaine's eyes noticed something. Asterisk. It's been here all along. My source of income. Asterisk. Beside him, Can continued, Hey Ghislaine, if you remember now, then bring it here. Can't you see, I'm waiting. Ghislaine interrupted. Yes, of course, I should bring it right over. But, don't you have a debt to pay me? Pay what you know. I had to cover everything you wanted with my own money, right? Pay up. 1,000 gold principal and interest. What? 1,000 gold. All that crap wasn't even worth 100 gold, and you did it to thank me. For being friends with you. It was a friendship fee. Ghislaine shot back. Friendship my ass. I was your fucking doormat. So, pay up before I kick your ass out of this place. I'm in desperate need of cash, you know. At this, Can's eyes went cold. He thought, Times, young master, what the hell are you saying, Times? Stomping his foot on the ground, Can looked down on him and spoke. Are you acting so bold? Because I've been too easy on you? You seem to believe you've actually gotten stronger. Just because you spread some bullshit rumor about beating a knight, you're nothing but a parasite. Just leeching off this land. That's why everyone in the north calls you a bastard, an heir who only spouts nonsense. Wake up. As the punch flew at him, Ghislaine stood frozen, not saying a word. The next moment he blinked to the side, easily dodging the attack. This made the two men outside stare in shock. He followed up, throwing another punch. I instantly dodged it while planting one right in his stomach. His eyes widened in shock as he spat out a mouthful of blood. Without stopping, Ghislaine wound up another punch. However, this time, Can blocked it with his hand, and then suddenly collapsed to the ground, coughing up more blood. The guard beside him asked, Young master, are you all right? Get up. Stop whining. I know you blocked that hit. Stay back, Ghislaine. Do you have any idea what you're doing? The others started murmuring. What was that? Did Ghislaine just hit Can? Did anyone see that clearly? Smiling faintly, Ghislaine thought to himself, Times, so you want to play it like that? Huh, asterisk. Nearby, Can whispered to his guard, How was my acting? Brilliant, my lord. You've set the stage perfectly. To make everyone think Ghislaine is at fault. This should be more than enough to force a duel. Can thought, Times, of course. This is a rare chance to gain such powerful support. I have to make a lasting impression this time. Asterisk. The memory flashed back. If you complete this mission, the higher-ups will support House Loris. Asterisk. This is my chance. Asterisk. Perfect for taking down the weakening House Perum. Snapping out of his thoughts, Can roared at Ghislaine, How dare you tarnish the honor of the nobility with your filthy lies? You'd attack me for speaking the truth, Ghislaine. Fine. I challenge you. But before Can could even throw his gauntlet, Ghislaine launched his own, slapping it right across Can's face. I challenge you to a duel, Can Loris. You slandered me the heir before the people of Perum, you attacked my knight, and you desecrated the dignity of the nobility. You're not planning on backing down, are you? Hearing this, Can's eyes went dark before he burst out laughing. Heh, I knew you were an idiot, but I never thought you'd be stupid enough to dig your own grave. Fine, I accept your challenge. Just don't come crying to me when you're dead. Unfazed, Ghislaine simply smirked to himself. Ricardo. Yes, Ghislaine. He thought. The festival's sudden cancellation has left a city full of restless tourists. All that hype and energy, with nowhere to go. They're itching for a real show. They can't spend money or kill time. So if a new exciting event suddenly popped up to take its place, the announcer's voice boomed. This is the duel between young Lord Can and Ghislaine. The crowd instantly started buzzing. Place your bets on young Lord Can. That bastard's finally gonna get his ass kicked. Get your bets in, folks, right here. Alright, form a line to place your bets. I'm putting my money on young Lord Can. Me too. It's a sure thing. Can slammed his sword into the arena floor. How dare you turn a sacred duel into a goddamn circus? Let's get one thing straight before we start. My sword won't stop even if you beg for mercy. Of course that's what he's thinking, Ghislaine mused. Aloud he said, Well, looks like we've got a full house. Let's begin. Just then one of Can's guards yelled out from a distance, Hold on, we can't proceed with the betting like this. The crowd looked confused. With no one betting on Duke Ghislaine, people started whispering, I mean, let's be real, the outcome is a foregone conclusion. That guy has zero chance against young Lord Can. Someone find me an idiot stupid enough to actually bet on him. Wow, even the bookies are ignoring you. Just then another voice cut in, Can we change the terms of the bet? Make it about how long he can last against the young lord. Another voice said, I bet on Duke Ghislaine. Hearing this, Ghislaine smirked. Then another massive stack of gold was slammed down in front of the bookie. I'm betting on my brother too. Seeing this, everyone gasped in shock. Lady Elena. Elena continued. Is this enough? Belinda cut in. My lady, remember, I advised against this. The bookie stammered. Yes, this is more than enough. Don't keep us waiting. Get ready. Ghislaine spoke up. You know, I'm your elder. It wouldn't be right for me to strike first, now would it? What before Can could react? Ghislaine drew his blade with a casual, almost lazy swing. Bring it on. Can's face hardened. A little late to be playing the respectful elder, don't you think? Let's go. With that, Can leaped high into the air, bringing his sword down with crushing force on Ghislaine's block. You're putting on quite a show just to save face. Can swung again, knocking Ghislaine off balance, then lunged forward with a deadly thrust. But Ghislaine, using his smaller frame, ducked under the attack and stomped his foot hard onto the arena floor. The crowd roared. That's young Lord Can for you. He can't even take a single hit. Hearing the praise, Can smirked smugly. Ghislaine thought, look at that arrogant prick. My lady, what should we do? We have to stop them right now, the guard thought. It's too late. The moment anyone crosses swords with Can, they've already fallen into his trap. The opponent gets overwhelmed by his raw power, thinks they can't fight back, and just wastes all their energy dodging. In a fight, once the opponent is exhausted from dodging, they leave an opening. And then they die. That's how Can always wins. You're pretty agile. Looks like your skills have improved a little. Not bad. Can tossed his sword into the air and caught it with a flourish. You were always good at running away, weren't you? The next blow sent Ghislaine's body flying backwards, making his men below cry out in shock. My lord. It's over, Can thought. Die, Ghislaine. Slowly, Ghislaine's body plummeted. Just as he was about to fall off the platform, he channeled mana into the soles of his feet. I was going to go easy on you. But you've crossed the line. In a flash, he appeared right in front of Can. Before Can could even process what was happening, Ghislaine's blade sliced across his body. He regained his balance by concentrating mana in his feet, the guard thought. Such an arrogant swordsman. You must think you're the strongest just because your opponents get scared when you flex your power, huh? Let me show you what real strength is. Oh really? And you plan to? How's this gonna help you? Just then, Ghislaine pivots, kicking Can's sword. Then he leaps onto Can's arm, pulling off a 360 mid-air spin and landing another slash on his body. Pissed off, Can lunges forward. However, Ghislaine is quick to jump up, stomping Can's blade down with his feet. With his weapon in hand, he cuts a line across Can's neck. A quick glance reveals his body is already covered in wounds. Once again, the onlookers can't believe their eyes, whispering in shock. What the hell was that? Duke Ghislaine has gotten so much better. Wait, is he actually going to win? Shit, I bet on young Master Can. Seeing this, Elena lets out a long, confident sigh. See, in another corner, Can's guard is sweating bullets, his face pale with worry. Can thinks, these wounds are shallow. He could have cut deeper. Is he toying with me? How the hell does a street rat have swordsmanship like this? Glancing at Can, Ghislaine says nothing and simply tosses his sword aside. A skill gap this wide is no fun. From now on, I'm fighting you bare-handed. Hearing this, Can growls in anger. What? Ghislaine continues. Maybe I should take this chance to teach you a lesson with my own two hands. Teach times me times a lesson. You don't look so good against my sword, so I'll take the handicap. Fight me bare-handed, you'll do better. Instead, I'll raise the bet to 2,000 gold, double the original amount on my victory. The crowd murmurs, bare-handed, 2,000 gold. This is a duel between two noblemen. Stunned, his guard thinks, he dares challenge Can to a fistfight. I guess I should be grateful for his insanity. Lady Luck is still on our side. Alright, the bet is raised, sir. This will be a bare-knuckle match. Young Lord Ghislaine versus young Master Can. The crowd buzzes with excitement. Alright, a bare-knuckle brawl. I'm putting more on Can. Challenging that beast in raw strength is fucking stupid. But I'm betting on young Lord Ghislaine this time. Haha, bare-handed, you're cracking me up. Fine, go ahead and fight without a weapon. I'll be using my sword. With that, he rips off his shirt. Can's rippling muscles are revealed. What a freak. Young Lord, shouldn't you draw your sword too? Can raises his blade, preparing for the next attack. Just as I thought. Looks like I'll have to beat some sense into you after all. The moment Can's sword strikes down, Ghislaine dodges to the side. Can follows up with a kick. But Ghislaine's movements are fluid as he punches Can's leg directly. Without stopping, Ghislaine lands a clean shot straight to his face. Blood sprays through the air as Can's body slams to the ground. He thinks, how the hell did his punch move so strangely? The crowd is on its feet. This is insane. Young Lord Ghislaine might actually win this thing. Get up, I haven't even gotten started yet. Hearing this, Can grinds his teeth and charges with everything he has. Every sword strike is parried as Ghislaine dodges them all. Ghislaine thinks, until now, you couldn't even look me in the eye. You'd always avoid me whenever I appeared. I have to kill you. To protect the future of the Lodes family. In that moment, Ghislain unleashes a furious barrage of punches on Can, leaving him completely unable to fight back. A moment later. Why? Ghislain continues, I feel sorry for your father. Count Lodes helped parry him until it was on the verge of collapse, all because he was my father's friend. But in the end, his son had ideas that went against his own father's will. Hearing this, Can's eyes widen in shock. Several years ago, you're helping Pyrium again. Even if you're friends with Count Pyrium, we're struggling too. Why do you keep helping that godforsaken land? It's no different than pouring water into a cracked bucket. You haven't even been back a week, and now you're leaving to help Pyrium again. Don't go, father. Everyone tried to stop him. Why are you so obsessed with helping Pyrium? Because we're friends, that's all. Back in the present, Ghislain raises his fist. Across from him, can only shut his eyes and brace for impact. Ghislain's voice cuts through the tension. This should be a sufficient lesson for you, don't you think? Get up. He holds out his hand. Can bows his head in submission. I have truly lost. At his words, everyone is completely shell-shocked. Can's guard is drenched in a cold sweat. The crowd erupts. Young Lord Ghislain won. My bet paid off. Unbelievable. My money, my brother won. From a distance, the guard rushes over. How could you admit defeat so quickly, just because you were at a slight disadvantage? What the hell are you doing? I trusted you, Can replies. Let go. It's over. What the guard thinks. Damn it, this big oaf. Watching from behind, Ghislain interrupts. Now I believe it's time to do what I have to do. Right. What are you talking about? Attention everyone. This man here has volunteered to pay for all the food and drinks for everyone gathered here today. What? The crowd cheers. Food and drinks. It's been ages since we had a party like this. You're the best, young lord. I don't accept that. Take back what you just said. Now. Placing a hand on the man, Ghislain continued, this is the price for losing the match. You've got at least that much on you, right? And just so we're clear, that's not coming out of the bet. And add 2,000 gold to our wager. The original was 1,000. If you even think about running, you know what'll happen. Facing those demonic eyes, the man stammered, yes, I understand. The next day in Ghislain's room, damn, I could hire a small mercenary squad with this. It's not a small sum, but it'll take way too long to earn more. They won't wait for me. To get my plans in motion, I have to move faster. Just then, Elena and Belinda walked in smirking. What's all this, my lord? What are you planning to do with that money? You want some? I was just asking. It's obvious what he's going to use it for. Lady Amelia's birthday is coming up after all. You're doing all this to buy her an expensive gift, aren't you? How very clever of you. My God, going through all that just to look good for your fiancé. You think you have a fiancé? Ghislain shot back. I have a fiancé. Belinda replied, you must be embarrassed pretending not to remember, right? Haha. Elena chimed in. It's Amelia from the Dufout family. Hearing this, a memory surfaced. He remembered that woman, Amelia Dufout, a noble, admired by all for her kindness, regardless of status. But she would later lead a rebellion and become known as the Witch of the North. And alongside Duke Delfin, she would sing the hymn of Petrum's downfall. A traitor. Ghislain then asked Belinda, when is father returning? Probably in about a week. A week, he thought. That should be enough. I'm heading to the Dufout territory. Wait, her birthday isn't for a while. Why the sudden trip? The scene changes. Placing a pair of shoes on the ground, the woman said, here. Everyone around them gathered to watch. Ah, Lady Amelia, if anyone must go barefoot in my city, it will be me and me alone. Give them food and shelter, immediately. Yes, my lady, and just like that, the guards began distributing food to the people. Thank you, my lady, thank you, thank you. Later, in the garden of Amelia Dufout, Countess of Dufout, you've worked hard, master. This man is Amelia's personal guard. They demand absolute obedience, but those fools only follow whoever keeps them warm and fed. With this act, the people's hearts are now yours. It will be a huge advantage in your upcoming succession war. Hearing this, Amelia's face darkened. Before she casually kicked him in the face. How did your fight with the Northern Swordmaster go? Forgive me, my lady. I was trying to avoid drawing any attention. If I had won, your actions would have been scrutinized. It is not yet time to bare our fangs. My sword belongs to you. Then what have I raised you to be? Don't be weak. What about the Merchant Guild? He replied, if you mean the Actium Guild, you have nothing to worry about. They're busy buying materials to rebuild the Beast Forest outpost, which was half destroyed by orc attacks near Petrum. In other words, we're intercepting all the support funds Count Dufout sends to Petrum each year. We've also recruited all the soldiers and knights who deserted Petrum. Many are seasoned veterans trained by Ben, so their quality is top-notch. Good. Maintain the cover of a normal merchant guild until we are fully prepared. Our true identities must not be exposed. Just then, a butler approached. Pardon me, is her ladyship resting? How dare you interrupt? There's a report from the gate. Sir Ghislain Petrum has arrived. Why is that nuisance here? He says, he has business to discuss. Regarding a merchant guild. In the reception room. Hello, Amelia. How rude of you to arrive unannounced. Have you forgotten all your etiquette? Your birthday's coming up, right? I decided to give you your gift early. I found something from a merchant guild out on the front lines. It smells wonderful. I think I'll buy my flowers there from now on. Amelia asked, what was that guild called again? Ah, that's right, the Actium Guild. Her eyes sharp, Amelia shot to her feet. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll accept the gift so you can leave now. That's it. Amelia Dufault sat back down. Amelia thought, what is this pressure? Is this the same man who used to stutter and fidget in front of me? I'll make this quick. I need money. Give me 10,000 gold. What, you just show up and demand money from your fiancé? Is this on Count Petram's orders? Ghislaine replied. He has nothing to do with this. Just give it to me. Besides, it's not like you plan on marrying me anyway. At that she shot him a sharp glare. Ghislaine continued, it's that night outside the door, isn't it? Once you're in power, you can do whatever you want. But before that, if word got out that you're secretly building an army for the Dufault succession war, Amelia retorted Prince Ghislaine, even as a joke you shouldn't say such things. Don't worry, I'll keep your little secret. As long as I don't leave empty-handed. That's all. Never. Feeling bold, are we? At the sound, the door slowly creaks open. Ben steps inside, his eyes burning with killing intent. Been a while, hasn't it, Prince Dussault, he thought, another one of Amelia's loyal dogs. Even back then, his skills rivaled the northern swordmasters. If I die here, he continued, an all-out war will break out between our territories. Can you handle that fallout, Amelia? She shot back. Of course. An intruder broke in and was killed by my guards. That's the story the world will hear. Kill him. At her command, Ben drew his blade. So you're really taking it this far, he thought. Guess it's time to get serious.